Hey, how you doing, Scorpio? So, back again with another reading. So, let's get into your reading, shall we? I hope you guys tap into, well, if you want to, tap into your the star signs in your birth chart and check out, any star sign that will resonate with you inside your birth chart, like your sun sign, your rising sign, moon sign, whatever sign that might be. So let's get into this, shall we? Let's have a look. So what's going on with Scorpios? It says, I know I'm waiting for you. I've been looking for you. I'm waiting, I'm waiting, I'm waiting. So you could have someone waiting and looking. They could be quite desperate or obsessed or looking into what it is that you have going on. Prying around you is not going to be easy, but want to know why you've said what you've said and dealing with things around your mindset. You will reach out to them, but it says, warning, they're busy and you're busy. So you've got to give them time, and you'll also have to make time for them. But they're very eager right now. Very, very eager, mainly wanting to know if you're being deceptive, or is it that they're being deceptive. So try and warn yourself. Not everything is lucky right now with females, males, and options of seeing things from a different perspective with a child or a family member, maybe even people that want to come to you and offer you things right now, Scorpio. Maybe even people that don't want you to have things even, okay? Because there is options of this. And maybe even solving problems around problems where you felt like it could be, nasty, but maybe it's not really nasty, or it is nasty, or it's shadowed. So you might have to look into the shadow side of Gemini, which may reveal some things to you today in this reading. Ideally, shadow side for Gemini doesn't want you to know that they're going to caution you right now with the wind. It's like the wind blows in your favor about something, but it's bad news that comes in the end with something else, with a son or a child. If he doesn't have good news showing some documents or something that's going on behind the scenes, it says you could be in trouble, but it says, warning, why would I be in trouble for a child showing some documents? He doesn't need to show anything. You've got everything on one side of the fence. Ideally, if it's showing on your statement, maybe banking or something like that, then it says you're not going to be in trouble for something that's already on your statement. Doesn't make sense a person showing something that's already there on your statement, if that makes sense. And it says it's trying to warn you of something coming in a later on month or week, or even never, because it might just drop away from the mindsets of theirs that want you to know that they've been bothered, or looking at you from like pride over prejudice energy, karma with custody battles and issues of yours, dealing with a child, or maybe even someone that's homeschooled, or maybe even something going on with work as well. It says too much is going on in a negative standpoint for you in the relations of what someone has up their sleeve or could do if they're allowed to take it that far. And it says, warning, only if this person could stop looking at you, it would be better, because it's a man mostly that wants to find something out for you in a way that he can trouble someone else to get the invitation to do so. Doesn't say it's a good omen for you, but he will be in trouble if he feels like nervousness comes to strike him down. And it will happen in October. So you've got good news, in fact, for you to have better news around the time of your birthday. And maybe even wind blowing in your direction. Good news with money and finances coming in from a child. Maybe even social services that might call you for something. It says not really for those that are doing home studies. Maybe for those that are in school directly. Like there could be troubles around that energy field for people that are going to bring their children to school or send their children into the system. Okay, it says watch out for narcissism around that time, because it's warning you all to have bad news through job centers as well, or even through like things in relation to job searches, or maybe even people that want to know that there's bad news in the government. It says chiming into things is not going to be easy, because warning signs are there for people that are also doing witchcraft, bad magic, to want these things to happen, so they could come about. But it also says it's not going to happen to you directly if you have a homeschooled child, and also if your child is not in the system. Ideally, they're too young to be in the system, or if your child is from another state in America, Canada, or even in Wales. Okay, for some of you guys, all right. So right now it doesn't say good news is there for you and money with relations to like things that you could be doing online. You could be like maybe working stuff online. Like a lot of people could be doing like either it could be tarot reading for some of you. If it's not tarot reading job, it could be coaching. It could even be online courses, or it could be like other things that you're doing, events, stuff like that. It could also be like working through social media accounts as well, maybe doing things through posting and stuff like that. It also says there's a mindset to give you with this. So don't warn yourself that it's always going to be like that. Try to warn yourself that it's not always going to be like that. It could turn around in your favor if you just continue. Because it says right now there's a surge around your mind, or even your name as a person. Looking into astrology might help you, or not for some of you guys. Looking into things of that nature around tarot cards might not help you so much if somebody's trying to throw you off indirectly. They could be putting spells on you, or trying to curse you too much, or laughing at you behind your back. But it says astrology is okay as long as you believe in good news that's coming to the universe through the angels, through witchcraft energy that's positive, through energy fields that could be good around the universal planet system, and anything else that may not come about to bother you. So, like, you know, windfalls of money could come and you didn't know that it was going to come, and it just comes sporadically, okay? Things that could happen through the nature of a person that's humanitarian spirit. Like, they just could come and help you randomly right now, and you're like, wow, I didn't know that was going to happen to me. Things that could happen in relation to going to uni or college could happen right now, and you didn't know it was going to happen, okay? It's like, oh, I'm going, and I just decided to go, and then I went, or I'm going for an interview, or I'm not sure if I want to go, but I'm going anyway, or I might not go, but I'm still looking into it, you know? Or you didn't know you was going to get a loan or some type of credit towards it, or maybe even good words of advice to use for it. Not necessarily bad news. It does say a little bit of titter-tatter here and there. You might have to look and see which way things are going, but it says it's warning. It's going to be good news more than bad news for most people, so good luck, okay? Smoking weed is not something you should be doing. For some of you guys that are smoking, stop smoking. It says bad news for the those of you that are smoking weed, mostly weed. But it also says mental health is there for the weed right now. Be careful, whatever it is you're taking inside your drugs. Any drugs, in fact. It could be any drugs. But it says, warning, the weed right now is not good, okay? And it also says it's not good for a lot of people to be smoking weed right now, okay? Chest infections can come about. Mental health issues can come about. Sluggishness, tiredness, eating disorders, feeling sick, nausea, that type of thing. Maybe even bloodline issues that you didn't know that were hereditary. You didn't know there was things in your bloodline that could cause you problems, okay? So be careful of those things right now for you all that are smoking recreational, I can't even pronounce the bloody word, recreational drugs, all right? It also says that you also need to speak about your problems in life. For some of you guys that need to solve certain things in regards to witches and wizards, though, because someone could be putting witchcraft on you and it's messing with you, your mindset, your body, your love life, your spirit overall. You may need a spiritual bath or cleansing, and it does say that you may need a lot of therapy around the mindset. Like, give yourself a lot of tokens to give yourself good news, okay? Ideally, if it says tokens to give yourself good news, you might need a sound bath, okay? Or things like Reiki. Okay, I can hear someone shouting out there. It's probably the football. People making up noise over football and stuff. Yeah, it says try to give yourself a sound bath for some of you guys that need it. You know, mend your chakras if you feel like you need that too. But either way, give yourself healing. You might need healing therapy. Water therapy might be good for some of you guys right now. Go in and do your toenails, your nails, your figure might be needing something, you know, right now. Maybe you need to eat more fruits and vegetables. Maybe you need to look at a diet plan. Maybe you might want to know that you're just looking good for the summertime, and then wintertime you're like, all right, I'm back to normal. However, it says not all of you want this problem. So you might want to be looking over long-term suggestions to help with your weight management and your weight goals, and things that you could be doing more in exercise. You know, gym routines, okay? Studying classes as well is something that you may want to do. Go into like Reiki classes for some of you guys, or even go into absolute like yoga classes, Pilates classes. Anything to do with nature is good as well. Grounding yourself in nature, using stones, okay? Even if they're just on the ground stones, like stones from the ground, like connect with a stone, connect with a wall, in fact, connect with the concrete. You know, right now stone is good, okay? Also look into things that you can do with your hair. All right, you may want to even play in your hair a little bit nowadays. Maybe, you know, do a new style, try new outfits even. For some of you guys that really love looking regal and sexy and fine, honey, classy, dignity, you know, all of that. Pride and ego comes into it sometimes, but not too much, Scorpio. Also looking into your mentality. Your attitude right now may have changed from the retrograde energy. Some of you guys may be miserable or happier than normal. For some of you guys may be happier or even sadder than normal, or maybe feeling a bit low, maybe even watching out to see who's fraudulent around you or problematic or giving you good news or bad news, waiting to see what's the downfall of something because you've gone past ignorance and you're used to something happening and you're like, all right, I know they're willing to come about and try me in some type of way. Like, you know, someone could test you with something or even challenge you with something or get on your nerves with something. Okay, and it says warning, watch your back. Okay, someone does want you to know that as well, and they do know they want to take liberties with you and your child, or maybe even people around you. So just watch out for that energy. Okay, doesn't say anything more than that. Also, using your Bible has to be done on a daily basis. Some of you guys do not know how to do that. Try to use your Bible on a daily basis, okay? Forgive words that come into the Bible or come into your mindset when you're reading the Bible and you're like, well, hold on a minute, what the hell is that? It's like, I'm reading the Bible, but it's telling me something and it means something to the opposite mind of mine. Like, I'm trying to be good, but it's telling me something negative, and I'm reading it and it doesn't quite come out like the folklore that I want to hear. Be careful of Bible slurs or even reckoning. Like, there's things in there that need to be changed around. It says there is bad news in the Bible. Watch out for it sometimes. Don't take it on so steadfast. Look for things in the Bible that are not for you, and look for things in the Bible that are for you. Don't take everything personal. Okay? Don't take it all personal. So it doesn't say how to deal with things in the mindset all the time. It does say to try and cause a scene in your mind if you can, though, about things, because there is things that will come, there is things that will go, there is things that will loosen up in your mind as well. Like, people will get on your nerves sometimes, okay? There's issues there, family members, people that will bother you sometimes, okay? Nothing really generous given to you right now in relation to problem solving, okay? Could be that it's hidden, or maybe somewhere else in your chart you might have to look in another reason for it, like maybe your moon sign, for instance, okay? For some of you guys that are Gemini, look out for that stress. Some of you guys that are Virgo, look out for some stress as well. But some of you guys that are Leos, look out for good news. If you've got any Leo in your chart anywhere, look out for good news. Also, look out for good news if you know that you've got like enemies that are lingering somewhere in your birth chart realm. Like, you know, you've seen them in one of your readings that you've done on your birth chart. Look out for them, because they're trying to warn you something. It's like they want to come out and say something directly, but their narcissism's getting a hold of them. They don't like the fact that you've left their clique. Ideally, it could have been years ago that you've left, but they still don't like it. And it's like, warning, when are you going to move on and get over it? Like, I wasn't going to be a gang leader or even a part of your gang. Like, I'm not in a gang. Like, we're not supposed to be so tight. You know what I mean? It's like these people want you to stay with them for death do you part, and it's like they're nasty as well. They got mental health, or they got narcissism, or they're nasty, and they don't like seeing you win. They don't like seeing you worried about things either, because they will turn things around for you at times when they want to see good news for you or happiness around you, because they're really not that bad. But at the same time, it's like you are wanting too much of my time, my attention, my love, my energy. It says, gosh, you're gorgeous as well. For some person around you, or even that doesn't like you, but they like you, they feel like you're gorgeous. Like, you're really pretty, and you can get men like that, or even females like that if you're a guy. But it says, warning, why are they bothered about you right now? Like, what's going on with them? It says, I've warned you. For someone out there, or some of you out there, all right? It says, I've warned you. I'm not going to speak to you forever, but I realize someone really likes you, or they do like you, and it's playing on this person's mind too much. How much a person really likes you, or else they would have conquered their mind right now, ideally this person's mind right now, by saying that they've heard gossip saying they're going to come for you in a bad way. Why is this person listening out to see if a person's going to come for you in a bad way? Have they been waiting to trash you? Have they been waiting to wanting to know that some type of harm is coming to you, or hatred's coming to you? It says, warning, this person rides two sides of the fence like Satan, okay? Good and the bad. Want to know that they're good with you, and behind your back they're nasty. Be careful of this person. And if this person begins with the letter I or A, be careful, okay? And it does say that there is a demon spirit around this person that doesn't know how to move on, and it's their dad or a female aunt around them, and it doesn't look good for them. Don't hang around with them. Don't talk to them. Try not to if you are, or try to forget about that connection. Like, it's really better for your health, okay? It's not a good connection, and it's not going to be good for you to listen to even narcissistic parents that have told you not to hang with them when they're actually better for you than the parent. Even when they're not good to hang around, it still says your parent. Some of you guys, you got a nasty parent, a dirty one, and they would tell you, don't hang with that person, but they're worse than that friend or that frenemy, worse than them. So just be mindful of that, okay? All right. So it says, all this time you've been seeing something good in your mind. It's deceptive. It's deceptive. Warning, doesn't have to be deceptive though. It could have something to do with money or even money laundering. Some of you guys have to really work with the government when it comes to something here that you're doing. Some of you guys are working on stress-related issues with this situation, but it doesn't say it's necessarily going to happen. Watch out, Scorpios, because some people like to talk negative in your bloodline or around you, okay? And for those of you that are getting positive energy, it's going to work out just fine. Someone's going to pay you a large sum of money by Christmas time. It does say that you don't know who or how you did it, but you just did it anyway, okay? So always look on the brighter side of life, guys. If you don't have any positive ancestors in your realm trying to help you with news and information, as they do in the spiritual realm, even in tarot sometimes, it says try to look on the bright side of life. Give yourself that information. Allow yourself to look and see, what's the positive side of life saying for me? Absolutely, it could come out in a way that someone's trying to be deceptive and doesn't want you hearing that information, but still dig for good news anyway. Try and find it. Even if it doesn't resonate straight away, eventually it's going to click, okay? Or the person will move out the way of your energy. At the time, they could be there now, but later on they could be gone. They could sporadically come back and forth, so you just got to tap in when you can, all right? Doesn't say that you've got bad news all your life, because this person's going into regret mode. Whoever it is that holds their mind around you, your tarot readings being negative, or even people around you being nasty, or even people being ugly to you, it says don't worry about the situation. There's good offers coming in the next week to show you that blessings are on its way to you and good news, okay? So for those of you as well that always wonder, like, why is tarot reading so negative? Some of you, honey, a lot of people in fact, have a lot of haters in their realm, cursing them, wishing that they would have negative energy, wishing that they would have negative things happen to them, wishing that they would have downfalls, wishing that they would have bad luck streams, okay, and lots of it, okay? And this is the reason why a lot of negativity can come out in tarot reading sometimes. It's not the tarot reader's fault most of the time, okay? It's not the universe's fault most of the time. It can be nasty, evil individuals. We have a lot of them living on this planet where we live, okay? Right, it doesn't say that you always have to go into that so deeply in your mindset, though. That's why we say go to the brighter side of life, okay? There is good news there with God. If you seek the kingdom of God, you seek the angels that love you, not the fallen ones that are destroying things like Satan, but the good ones and the good cherubims and everything that's good, you'll see good news, okay? Doesn't always come out that way when God is fighting Satan, though. So just be mindful that sometimes we are winning a battle, okay? Or we're trying to succeed at a battle. So when you hear negativity, sometimes we're trying to win a battle, all right? Because there's still spiritual energy where we have to fight, all right? Doesn't say anything else is happening on the forefront of your mindset, or it could be that someone doesn't want you to see something on the forefront of your mindset just yet. Only because there could be someone that's getting in the way again, negative spirit. Someone doesn't want you to win, okay? It could be a child around you, it could be a family member, it could be a friend or an old friend, okay? Some of you guys is witnesses of this in your realm right now. Hence why we're going backwards as well, into retrograde. So there could be someone still lingering, doesn't want to know that you've got good news. You may have given a child or a friend or a family member around you some good news. They may use it, they may not. Okay, they're looking at it though, but they may use it. So try and warn yourself. It could be successful if they choose to use it. Okay, there's an option for that. And it also says beautiful news is there for them right now in their head, but will they be deceptive about it? It says karma comes to them if they ever try to be deceptive, because there's no way of being deceptive with being deceptive. Okay, they have to learn to do things to agreement, to practical energy. Okay. Doesn't say anything bad is going on the forefront of an alignment with wishes coming to you from a person that does want good news for you sometimes, but they don't want good news for you sometimes too. It could be a family member. This person is stressed. They're depressed. They have to be left alone in their ill will. Warning, you are manifesting right now. You could be wishing for something. You could be doing something that's not quite ready yet, or it's unrequited for you to look at because it's not quite ready yet, but it will work out in your favor. This is a guiding light, a stream of income coming into you in the next year, or even now. It's like almost there. Like in the next week or two, you'll be seeing this guiding light showing you that you've got a stream of income on its way to you. It's going to be absolutely blessed. After this retrograde, it's going to be blessings coming in for you. Okay, the warning is that you need to take your time before you look into it too deeply, because things can turn around in your favor, and sometimes things will be washed around, like going around and around and around and around if you're not careful, because you've got to do the legwork sometimes as well on what you need to do to get out there and be positive about it. You need to go out there and make sure that you make things happen. You need to know that you're gonna go out there and make things happen. Why does it say it like that when you know you're going to do it? Because it says sometimes people want to interrupt you, or you're tired, or the universe may have something up its sleeve to make you feel like you're sluggish, tired. The sun is hot right now. There's burdens. There's even feelings of I'll put it off for later. There's even things where, oh, I'll put it off now. Or even I need to encourage myself to be motivated, move forward, because I'm not very good at it. Like I could say I'm doing something, start it and then stop it. So you have to really push yourself in surge-like energy to move forward and make sure you're a go-getter. You know, you're a go-getting queen, you're a go-getting king, you're a go-getter, okay? Doesn't say any bad news is around that. So maybe even motivational speeches are not always easy to give yourself. Maybe even words of affirmation, but you still need to tidy your head around it. You also need to make sure you work on it and you make sure that you're motivated. So really look into your motivational energy, your motivational speech therapy in your mind on how you're going to continue and keep going, keep moving forward. You know, use like it says use the magician in ways to punish the people around you. Okay, if you've got magician like energy in you, or even the mind saying, all right, I'm looking in my mind right now, I'm watching a magician, use that energy to punish people around you, because someone does not want you to win, even in the job room, even where in the government people want you to work, so to speak. Yeah, with my two fingers pointing upwards and downwards, okay, like a little rabbit is, okay. There's people there that don't want you to win. They say they want you to work, but they don't really want you to work, Scorpio. They're liars, all right? They're absolute liars. They have Gemini energy in them playing with you through Cancerian energy, like, which way are you going to go? Which way are you going to go? You can't leave me. You can't leave me. Which way are you going to go? But it says, warning, Scorpio, you made it out. They just don't know it yet, okay? So be careful what you do from here on out, i.e., warning, they could creep up on you and make life hard from now till November or October, but try to kick them out of your room by cursing them, insulting them, pushing them away, making sure they stay away, and greed will come to your mind with good news, okay? It doesn't say it's going to backfire on you either. It says greed can come to your mind with good news. Grey hairs not anymore, honey. No more grey hairs for you, Scorpio. If you already got greys and you're full of greys, that's okay. But what it's saying is no more stress. On the way to November, no more stress. You've got good news. Even on your birthday, for some of you guys, you're planning ahead. You've got good news with that. Absolutely. It breaks every curse that's there for November for you. Because last year, absolutely loads of you were going through stress. People tarnishing your birthday, making life hard for you on your birthday. It could have been a special birthday as well. You could have been just turning 50, 40, 30, 20, 18, 16, whatever it is. Okay, the big number, whatever special number it is, they were making it life hard for you. Now you have to come back around and make life good for you, okay? Well done to you for really persevering this year and really knocking down the ships that were coming for you, because ships were coming for you. These weren't just like individuals just coming in. They were coming in bulk loads of shit. We have to, you know, it says ships, but it's also saying shit. Someone knows that in the background. They're full of SHIT, Scorpio. You know, this is our godly church kind of channel, tarot reading, spiritual, you know, channel. But at the same time, God knows that we have to use profanity sometimes, and we do not like it. But it comes in that way where we're knocking down the BS, all right? We're getting rid of all the crap that's in the background, because we have to speak in ways that our tongues understand how to tolerate things and deal with things in a way that we can support, okay? And we are sorry to YouTube and whoever for having such profanity, but we are warning ourselves to have good news moving forward, okay? Doesn't say the devil is looking at you with any bad news, Scorpio. You've got good news all the way to the jail cells is what someone says they wanted to put you in. For some of you, not everybody, because there's a man here that wants to put some people in a jail suit, and it says it's never going to happen, right? But some people right now think they have authority in their head, like they're police. Even in the job searching rooms, like this could be in Canada, this could be in America, this could be in Hawaii, all right? This could even be in the UK, all right? It could be in other places like Africa or, anywhere in the Maldives or, Madagascar. It could be anywhere in the world. Timbuktu, for all you know, honey. It could be anywhere, all right? But there's some people that want to put you in jail suits. Oh, because it's in their head to be an officer. They're not really an officer, okay? There's no real officer looking for some of you. Majority of you, especially you guys that know you ain't got no case and you're not building upon one. You're like, your mindset ain't looking in that direction. It's not trying to either, okay? And it's not trying to come in by accident. Ideally, the universe is trying to warn you something. No, there's just people right now, they think they've got higher authority and it's going to their head. They feel like they could use their witchcraft, their magic, or even their high positions in workforces to punish you, okay? And it's not on. It's going to backfire on them in June, okay? It says June because it's not quite ready yet to come around and solve the problem. It could happen before then, in October, hoping that it does, because people need to learn their lessons and move on and stop bothering you and harassing you, okay? Hence why it says June, because people like to manipulate things and put Gemini energy back on you again and again. So it says June because they could realize, something could spook them in that June energy, or it could turn around and backfire on them in August. Maybe because there's something there to shadow them and show them the light of death, okay? They have to be careful how they move forward. It's not you, okay? So mind your manners, yes, because you don't want to add to the problems of theirs, because it's not really your problem. It's just warning, you don't want to stir the pot. You don't want to add fire where there's fire, okay? So it says you've got good news, Scorpio, and you will blame no one. You will absolutely have blessings, okay? All right. So everything from there on out is absolutely good. There's nothing really negative around you. There's nothing to see. In the next week, it says karma comes to you with someone that wants to talk to you about something he doesn't like. Ideally, it's just going to be a little bit of pettiness. Oh, I don't like this. Oh, I'm moaning about that. Move on. You know what I mean? And then there's something else. They don't know if it's going to work out in your favor, because you might get manipulated or bullied from this person that doesn't like to know that they're moving on from a situation so easily, because they could have stayed by you or been around you or been in your presence. Hell no, they could not. Okay? It's like, grow up, move on, get a pair of balls. Grow up now, son. Move on. It could be even your child. It's like, can you move out now? Can you absolutely grow up and move out? Like, you're old enough. You're in your 20s. You're in your 30s. Like, you could be in your 40s. You know what I mean? Like, they could be in their 40s, Scorpio, and they still want to hang on to your energy. It's like, all right, go about your business. Take care of your family. You've got kids out there. Like, your wife is waiting for you. You're still sleeping on my sofa because you've done something wrong or she's pissing you off. Like, come on, grow a pair. Like, you could have had enough now. Like, enough is enough, innit? You're fed up of this person's living standards, the way they are treating you, or even being in your mindset, eating up the food and the drink and the alcohol, whatever it is. Like, farting a lot or getting on your nerves with other things that they do in the house. Maybe they're not good at cleaning up. Maybe they're not good at being good hosts. Whatever it is. Like, people are coming around to visit you and they're not, paying attention to the things that need support. They just try and solve that problem as much as you can. Miss Creativity could be coming into, you could be into arts and crafts. For some of you that are very much into arts and crafts, there could be something to do with arts that is coming into it. Warning, there could be paintings that are missing, or someone that wants to know if they have good news with their painting, or maybe there's something coming up as well with the mindset around you doing arts and crafts, DIY, or some type of creativity with your nails, with your hair, with maybe for some of you guys looking at aesthetics, doing those things for yourself or maybe even for others. Trying to go to a salon maybe might not work right now if you ain't, in the mood, or you ain't got a payment plan, or, it could be expensive for some of you, or you're warning yourself your credit's bad if you need a little layaway. Some of you guys are working on that. Some of you guys can absolutely afford it and don't have to worry. It could just be you're going there and you're having a good time. Simple as that. Maybe putting it off for another day or feeling like, all right, it's not the right time. It just depends on you and your circumstances or your situation. Doesn't say anything bad is going on for you, Scorpio. Blessings are on its way to you. It says, I know, I know, I know. I'm trying to talk ahead of time. So there is a man that's trying to provoke you. Putting blessings and curses in your life is not easy, but warning, he will melt away. It says karma comes to him by June again, but maybe before then, if we try and see that it happens, praying for it is not always going to be useful, but just walking away and doing things that are blessings for you and working on prayers that you have for yourself to have good outcomes is going to be blessed rather than cursed, Scorpio. So it says, well done to you for something that you're doing, but it says, warning, don't trust every demon that comes into your reading. You are blessed, you are blessed, you are blessed. But it says, always look into God first. Don't let anyone come into your world and destroy it, because you're always going to be blessed, Scorpio. No matter what, you're always going to be blessed. Okay, my lovelies? So that's it for the reading for now, my lovelies. I will speak to you again in the next one. Ciao for now, Scorpios. Bye.